You're listening to I-95, Bangor's classic rock station with Jay, Stu, and Corey in the morning. Jay, Stu, and Corey rock.
I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station at 95.7 FM. Oh, what a drive-in. What a drive-in this morning.
Was it wicked slick?
It was stupid.
Really?
Stupid. It was a stupid drive-in. Look, I know I complain about out where I live all the time, but literally nothing done. No salt, no sand, nothing gone through it. Couple sets of tire tracks from other people that had to brave their way in. But it was, I mean, I can't, if I emphasize the word nothing any harder, my tongue will snap out of my mouth. You know what I mean? It was just like, and then of course, just like it always is, I get a few miles up the road. You can see clearly where they turn up, turn around, and head just right back in town. And it's just like,
You're
okay.
in no man's land, man.
Yep. It took me almost 15 minutes to go the first 3 miles.
Wow.
Something like that. It was just, I don't think I got above 20 miles an hour.
It's definitely, I mean, they called it late today. I was surprised when I got the phone call from Bangor School Systems that they were doing a 2-hour delay. And then it looks like that's going to kind of be the case. Yeah. My guess is the rest of
a lot of places, at least 2 hours.
Yeah. And then I looked outside when I opened up the shades, you know, when I was stoking the wood stove, I was like, holy crumbs, it's way worse than I thought it was.
It's not like Ice Storm 98 out there or anything like that.
No, but still, there's a significant coating. I mean, it looks like a glazed donut out there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's going to warm up real fast, so this is all going to be gone by mid-morning. It won't be a big deal, thankfully. But it's just crazy out there. Now, main roads like, you know, Main Street through Bangor, Main Street through even main road through Hamden and stuff like that. Really? Those roads not bad. You know, the side streets are all a joke. You know, and that's just the way it's going to go. It's, you know, it's impossible to get everywhere all at once. And the amount of attention that needs to be paid just to the main roads to keep those going, you know, is what's at stake here.
I was impressed when I was running errands yesterday. I was taking some pictures of different places around town, and I saw, at least in Bangor, and I want to say like out in the, where was I? Brewer area? I saw some trucks going down and laying salt early.
Yeah.
Like they were out there trying to take care of it because they knew that this was going to kind of be the case. But just definitely allow yourself some time, not only to clear this off, but please, like if you have those ice grippers, today's the day to use them.
Oh, no joke. I mean, our driveway out back here at work.
Yeah.
You could put, the Bruins could play out there right now. It's it's crazy. I mean,
and beware of your elderly neighbors too. You know, like they do not realize or may not realize that this is the case.
Keep them inside.
You do not need somebody. Yes,
risk your life to go knock on their door and say you need to just stay in here for the next couple hours. The ice grippers, seriously, they're a thing. I imagine driving anywhere, depending on what part of any town you're coming from, is just going to be sketchy off the main roads. And if you don't have to go anywhere, if you are in a position to stay home for a little while this morning, going to work late, anything like that, just do it. I mean, I know we talk about this during snowstorms, but this is the kind of ice that's just, if the road crowns, it's just going to pull you right off the road. Yep. There's no question about it. So there's going to be accidents.
Remember yesterday when we were talking about that fantastic fire truck that was just careening into buildings? Yep. Yeah, Dennis actually sent us that and sent me that video, and so I could see it, and I was like,
and that's what it's like out there right now.
Yeah.
For real. So,
you don't want to be a small car when a big car comes along and can't handle that, or a truck. So, Godspeed to everybody out there on the road today. Please be careful, and as Jay Stu said, if you don't have to go anywhere,
or in this case, God slow to everybody on the roads today.
Yes.
We'll get to the matchup stuff in just a second. Right now, let's launch into some Pink Floyd. We'll get back and we'll give that the attention it deserves. But we do have a matchup right now at the I-95 Facebook page. Check it out. Here's Floyd. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. Hanging out here in, I don't want to call it Ice Storm 24 by any stretch of the imagination. It's more like, like thin sheet of ice storm 24.
The Glazed Donut Storm 2024.
There we go. Everything looks like a bottle 2024.
No, it's slick out there. That's basically the long and the short of it is it's slick out there, and you could fall down or slide today. Just be ready for that.
Let's slide for a second into our morning music matchup. We didn't really touch on that quite enough.
Fittingly enough, you've got I Fought the Law, and I've got Train in Vain. So a lot of people want to fight the law today. I don't know why. What did the law ever do to you? I'm not sure, but today I think they're going to be busy trying to fight the ice.
They're just going to be busy calling tow trucks. That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be out going, oh, yay, another car off the road because they were driving silly.
Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't even know that you could drive to avoid this, unfortunately. I think it's going to be one of those things where even if you drive responsibly, it's dangerous and you could slide.
Yep.
So
now the tricks that we have learned from our truck driver friends, and I mean, I know a lot of people know this. Excuse me. If you start to slip and slide a little bit and you need to apply your brakes, put your car in neutral because that'll help you go in a straight line versus if your car is still engaged, that momentum is going to want to sort of make you fishtail. And if you throw it in neutral, all your brakes will engage in that drivetrain or drive whatever. I said drivetrain like I knew what the hell I was talking about. Your forward motion will be more controllable, I guess, for lack of a better term. Yeah. So just something it'll take you slipping and sliding like 95 times like it did me before it finally sets in. It's like, oh yeah, neutral. Oh yeah, neutral. I always remembered right after and then slowly increased my reaction time to actually doing it. So. And
as we mentioned earlier, too, if you've got those ice grippers anywhere in the house and you've been sticking them aside and you thought, I need these for, an icy day, it's come. Put them on your feet. Do not fall down if you can avoid it. I mean, I'm prone to falling down with nothing on the ground, nothing at all.
I've heard stories.
I'm not going outside today.
I've seen scars, scabs, that sort of thing. What you can do from the comfort of your own home, the couch, the toilet, wherever you are this morning, you can vote for our morning music matchup.
You can.
Clash versus The Clash over at the I-95 Facebook page or 9919713. And of course, next hour, we get another pair of Bret Michaels tickets to give away. So we're going to try and make it a normal morning as much as we can. As much
as normal applies to us.
as much as my normal 18-minute drive took 48 minutes this morning. But, hey, we're here. That's all that matters. So let's do this. 9919713. It's the morning music matchup, I-95. I-95, Jay Stu and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. More good advice about ways
driving
you can slow down.
Stuff?
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about, if making sure you put it in neutral. And then this guy reminded us, too, about low gear.
Rather than touch your brake and slide, drop down to a lower gear.
Oh, I do that all the time. Yeah. I drove into work this morning in D1 because if I went any faster, I was screwed.
Oh, my.
And then at least if you let your foot off the gas, your car just slows right down, which is nice.
Right.
Without, like you're saying, without fully engaging the brakes and causing you to fly everywhere.
Right.
That's the worst. Or that's great advice. That's great advice for the worst situation.
It comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's a matter of, recognizing what you're doing and then using your reflexes to actually do it.
Oh, yeah, that muscle memory thing takes forever. It's true. That's the worst part of trying to get any habit together that could be safe for you.
Right.
Is just like trying to break any other habit. Trying to make a habit is almost as hard as it is to break a habit because, you forget and you go with instinct, which is, jam on your brakes or whatever.
And today's one of those days where if you're wondering, if you're just waking up and thinking, why are they talking about this? It's an ice capades, out there. It's just straight up nastiness with ice, regardless of where you really live. There's a thin coat right now. There's not a whole lot that can be done about this until the sun comes out and starts to warm things up, unfortunately. So you're going to, if you have ice creepers today, put them on your feet. Don't even hesitate. Go find them, put them on your feet before you go outside. If you've got elderly neighbors, call them and tell them to stay inside and then go help them out if you need. But definitely today would be one of those days where I bet you they're going to see a lot of falls at the ER.
Yeah. Yep. And for the sake of
driving, it's going to be slick.
For the sake of law enforcement and first responders, if you don't have to be anywhere for a couple hours, just don't do it. This is not the morning to leave a little early to stop at Dunkin' or whatever. Like every morning's a great reason to stop at Dunkin'. But as far as, for the safety of everyone else, the fewer cars on the road, that's just fewer chances that first responders and police and stuff like that are going to have to go out and respond to accidents. Because your brakes are useless this morning. Let's just be real. Your brakes are absolutely
feet are useless this morning at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could drive with just your hands today, that'd be the way to go. We got that Clash morning music matchup going on. I Fought the Law versus Train in Vain. So get your votes in, 9919713, or at the I-95 Facebook page. We'll have our winner when we come back. I-95. Clash taking the top spot on the morning music matchup today against themselves, so it was inevitable. But means Train in Vain.
Tomorrow's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. We've got Fleetwood Macs Monday morning, Spin Doctors, Two Princes, Triumph, Lay It on the Line, and the Clash Train in Vain. That will be our Friday four-way tomorrow.
That is true. It'll be weird. This is Triumph's chance to make a showing that it never has. So it's up to you, loyal listeners, to see who's going to win tomorrow. It's the only song I can see that, well, no, Train in Vain rocks, but, it's like, what else are you going to pick? You know what I mean? What else are you going to pick? You got to pick Triumph.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Ian, who checked in from South Carolina and told us it's going to be 70 today. I'm sure we'll get a vote from him. That'll be awesome. Our buddy Super Dennis, who works at the solar place, he's saying that he's frustrated this morning because he said the interstate's down to 45 because of the ice, but that people are still driving 65.
Oh yeah.
And he asked, he said, why did they do this? The interstate is full of idiots. And I went, there you go. You've answered your own question, because if you're going to drive 65 today on the interstate, even if you have snow tires, you're not a bright man or woman.
Possibly. Or you're just selfish.
Have a death wish?
I mean, look, this is, I do not take the highway in crap weather. If it's snowy, I won't do it. If it's icy like this, I won't do it. Even in crazy rain, when you should slow down a little bit, people don't and hydroplane all over the place and cause accidents, or more often than not, sadly, just leave accidents behind them that they cause and just, don't realize it or don't care or whatever and just keep going. I mean, everybody's got to get somewhere. I'm not trying to stop people from getting to work or getting where they got to go, but it seems like there could be some middle ground there. Oh, yeah, it's called they reduced the speed on the highway, and you just need to, leave 5 minutes early. That's all. But
or in your case, 40 minutes early.
Yeah, but I don't take the highway, and, at least they sand and salt and clear the highway. Doesn't make a lot of difference in weather like this because it just kind of refreezes almost instantly, but it's treacherous out there this morning. It's just a nasty day.
I think like 30 still. It's still just right below. It's hovering right below that freezing mark. Yeah. So
Todd Simcox said this is supposed to be all done by like 8 o'clock this morning as far as the precipitation part. And then, of course, the temperature is going to skyrocket. I don't know if we're going to get like bright sun today, but it is supposed to clear up quite a bit. So, and the salt's going to hit, like we always say, the salt will hit, the sun will hit the salt and do its thing. And then, this will be gone in no time. But right now it's just poopy. Poopy is a good word for it.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, we've got tickets to give away. Our final set to Bret Michaels' Walmart. Warrant.
Yes. Bret Michaels and Walmart are coming to the
oh, my head right against so bad.
Waterfront.
Bret Michaels, Warrant, Firehouse, and Dee Snider. That is coming up next hour with warrants or no warrants.
How cool would that be, though, if Walmart had like a merch booth at Waterfront concerts? It's like, I could get a phone charger while I'm here and some deodorant. Two
there
things
are those
you
who
need
maybe
at a show.
Need those. I don't know. Wow.
Anyway, stick with us. We got that coming right up on I-95. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. All week long. You're right. Yeah, I just wasn't here Monday. That's all.
Yeah.
It feels like a short week because it is. But we've been giving away Bret Michaels tickets coming to town September, we decided.
Yes.
We screwed that up a little bit yesterday.
September 1st, not August 3rd. My Post-its were wrong.
Oh, your stupid Post-its failed you once again. That almost never happens. Almost never.
Actually, it was the Post-it that I put on top of the other Post-it that hosed me. I thought I was looking at the same Post-it.
They still failed you. Your highly organized Post-it system, your Dewey Decimal Post-it system let you down over there. So we're going to give away some Bret Michaels tickets right now. We're going to play warrants or no warrants. I've got a celebrity all cooked up over here that I've grabbed off the internets, and we have to decide if that person has ever been arrested or not.
Okay.
So warrants or no warrants, 991-9713. Play along, and you could win your way into the Bret Michaels show coming up September something. I already forgot. First? Hey, there we go. September 1st. There we go. Nice round numbers. 991-9713. Warrants or no warrants? I-95. I-95, Bangor's classic rock station. Jay, Stu, and Corey here. We're playing no warrants or no warrants this morning to go see Bret Michaels. Let's check it all out. I-95, who's this?
This is Mickey.
Mickey, how you doing, my man?
Good. I've been waiting to hear from you. Tracy won yesterday, so she's happy.
You can't get any happier than that. Now we're staying right down east. I love it.
And I retire tomorrow.
Get out of town.
Yeah, 63. I'll still work a couple days a week.
Sure. But enjoying a little bit of retirement. Good for you, my man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm way out in Franklin, so hopefully we don't get disconnected.
All right, then we'll do this quick. We're going to play warrants or no warrants. You just have to tell us if the celebrity has been arrested or not. You ready?
Okay.
All right, the celebrity is Matthew Broderick.
Yes.
Yes, he has been arrested.
Yes, he has. Ferris Bueller ended up in jail at one point in time.
It was actually over in England. He was charged with causing death by dangerous driving. Yikes. Pled it down to like careless driving, was only fined £1,500. Sorry, £100.
Jeez.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller did that.
Wow.
It's a thing. Apparently it's what ultimately was like the big breakup for him and Jennifer Grey when they used to date way back in the like late 80s, early 90s or whatever it was. That whole scene caused a kerfuffle. And, apparently the accident was a lot worse than they pled it down to. Like it was a big deal and it caused a lot of outrage over there and stuff like that. It was actually... It's one of those things where his celebrity status aided him in avoiding a much more serious charge that probably would have landed a regular person in jail for several years.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then I started deep diving on it while we were in between. I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty serious. Like, I shouldn't laugh. Like, I mean, if it's one of those things that had happened to you, you would feel just so let down by the judicial system and stuff and just, oh, great, another celebrity getting away with crap.
Makes me look at him in a different light. I always thought him to be the charming, charismatic, Ferris Bueller character, and now I'm kind of like, oh.
No, now he's a reckless driver that killed people. So,
and then, used a celebrity to get out of it.
Well, I'm sure his lawyers did, I'm sure he just sat there and did whatever
you went along with it.
Oh,
have some integrity. If you did something, own it. Like, you screwed up lives. Own that.
Yeah. That's
it's
nuts.
How I don't I don't care if you've got a lawyer representing you or not. Do right.
Yep. I mean, nothing can be done now. The statute of limitations is long gone. This is like the better part of 40 years ago that this happened. But, it's just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, wow, that's right. Well, that's depressing. Thanks for killing my childhood dreams there, Bueller. Killing the vision.
Sorry to find out he's a douche.
Yeah, that's sad. Well, now I'm going to look at that movie and want the principal to get in there and smack him.
Don't. You don't. Go ahead and look up that actor on the internet.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
So, yeah. That movie is cursed. It's just cursed. Let's just leave it at that.
All right, then.
Let's talk about the fact that Ferris Bueller started dating his sister.
What?
Well, Jennifer Grey, and it was his sister in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's all sorts of... It was the 80s.
Wow,
Nobody
you have taken this... You screwed this whole morning with one break there. Yeah, why did you do that? That's so mean.
Oh, I haven't...
All right, let's get back on track. Good grief.
I've got
Hey, you know what I want to say hey to? Alton's new cat. He's got a new cat named Prescott that he just adopted from the Bangor Humane Society, who lives up on the fridge now. So that'll palate cleanse you. Thanks, Alton, for sending us a picture of your pretty kitty.
Kitties.
Kitties.
All right. When we come back, other things. We also, this hour, a little later on, have a special guest coming by to talk about the Bangor wedding show that is coming up this weekend. So we also have that to come. So stay right here. I-95, Jay, Stu, and Corey on Bangor's classic rock station. I just saw that somebody knit a Devo hat for their dog. That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen today.
Would you put a Devo hat on Nico?
I would, but he wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anything.
Would leave it on.
He puts his harness on, no problem. But as far as like trying to put booties on him or any of that stuff, forget about it. It's actually the same guy that posted it is Chris Dingwell, world famous tattoo artist out of Southern Maine. I was just telling you, remember a few years ago that viral tattoo that went around of the guy that got the full Jar Jar Binks back piece. My friend Chris did the tattoo, and my friend Mitch is the one that got it. And now Mitch is having on his leg, like his full thigh, like the full side of his thigh from his butt to his knee, like that whole outside, is a portrait of David Lee Roth, like 80s David Lee Roth.
But why?
Because these are the kinds of tattoos that Mitch puts on himself, like that he doesn't care about anything
Obviously.
Tough. You know what I mean? Like he's not worried about that sort of thing. But at the same time,
if he put Jar Jar Binks on himself, then there's no accounting for taste.
Don't forget, not only was it Jar Jar Binks, it was Jar Jar Binks, but done as an homage to Steve-O from Jackass. His back tattoo with the 2 thumbs up saying, I'm awesome, and autographed his own back, right? So that basically that's what they did with Jar Jar is 2 thumbs up saying he's awesome, ace, number 1, wicked cool, betcha, whatever. Like whatever Jar Jar Binks would say.
David Lee Roth. I mean, does he have... I want to know how. You need to reach out and find out, why David Lee Roth?
I guarantee it's because something about the photo just makes him laugh. So Mitch will just be like, oh, I'm going to put this on my body because nobody else would do anything. That's stupid. That's like his credo of living. Like, I'm going to do that because it's so stupid nobody else will do it. But it at the same time needs to be done. It's like he's a man of the absurd.
Okay.
Is just the best way to put it.
Then that makes somewhat some sense to me. Then, if it's for the absurdity of it, then yes.
You're talking about a dude that spent a large chunk of his adulthood hosting bingo night at a bar in Portland. You know what I mean? So it was like not a trivia night, nothing like that. It was a bingo night. So, this was a thing for years. Like this particular bingo event was very, very popular. And he was the host. He's a fixture in what I would describe as old school Portland culture. Not old school, but in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, well, all right. That's going to be great.
I can't wait till the color's done. When it's done, I'll get a picture of it. We'll post it on our page because it's just amazing. I'll get permission from all the people and we'll put that up there. It won't go viral like Jar Jar Binks did.
Well, because it's Jar Jar. I don't know. I mean, it could though. I don't know. That's interesting.
We'll see. We'll find out. It'll be done soon in a few weeks. Like the lines and the shadow, the gray work are all healing right now. Then the color will come. That's going to be nuts. It's going to be so hilarious.
David Lee Roth. Yes. Which reminds me, tomorrow is Eddie Van Halen's birthday. Right. Tomorrow we're going to do a whole hour of a whole lot of lunch for Van Halen. So today I'm going to switch things up a little bit and do some live stuff, I think. Because it's usually tomorrow's Live Friday. But I got to do that. I got to figure that out right now. So
figure it all out.
We'll go do that.
All right. When we come back, of course, I think before the end of the hour, we're having a special guest come by from the Bangor Wedding Show to talk to us about that event this weekend. So stay with us right here on I-95. I-95, Bangor's classic rock station. Jay, Stu, and Corey here this morning, and we are not alone, Corey. We're not alone.
No, I mean, we've known that we're not alone, but in the world of wedding things, this is kind of a fun guest to have in because we've got the big wedding show coming up on the 28th at the Cross Insurance Center. One of the most fun things about wedding shows for a lot of people is the fashions, the fashion shows, and we've got Brooke here from Grace Bridal. What's going on, Brooke? Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Thank you guys.
Uh-oh. Why isn't that working? Sorry, the mic's not working. Here's what we're going to do. This is the emergency plan. You ready? We're going to do this because we need people to hear what you say. Oh, my Lord.
All right, so Brooke is here, and tell us about what you guys are going to be doing at the bridal show this weekend.
So at the show this weekend, we're going to be having our booth, of course, and talking to brides-to-be and getting to mingle with wedding professionals in the industry. But we're also going to be having a fashion show at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
What are you seeing as for trends this year? I'm always curious because I do wedding DJ stuff, so I see dresses year after year after year. But what's hot this year?
Yeah, honestly, I would say this year, like that clean and classic timeless style is really in style. The past couple of years, we saw a lot of sheet lace and like that boho vibe. This year, it's definitely more clean and classic, maybe with some really trendy fashion pieces to it. And we definitely have some fun dresses in the show. But we also have a little bit for every bride.
Excellent. And it's not just the brides that you guys cater to. Obviously, there are wedding party people that to be thought of and bridesmaids and whatnot. And that's to see the dress on another person, I think, rather than just on the rack is really helpful. And that's kind of what this Love Struck fashion show is going to be about, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's so much easier to see it on a body versus on the rack. It is so different. And like I said, we have dresses for every bride what she could be looking for.
Excellent. So glad to hear that. And now, is this your first year taking part or not your first year taking part in this particular bridal show? Because this is a big deal.
Yeah, so we've been we've done the show a few times. I think this might be the first year we're doing the fashion show, or it's been a little bit. But we've definitely done some fashion shows before in the Bangor area, but we're excited to be back and doing it this year.
And for people that don't understand how handy a bridal show like this, a wedding show like this is, I mean, this is one-stop shopping. This is everybody that you could need, that you can see face-to-face, that you don't typically get to see face-to-face if you're going, if you're going to look for these professionals. This is like they're all underneath one roof, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's the perfect way to either start the planning process or finalize the planning process and make the stops at the booths that you need. There's going to be DJs there, cakes, florists, dresses, of course, spa services. I think there's even honeymoon planners there.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
That is handy. And I understand that often there are door prizes and all sorts of fun contests that are going on within the actual day itself. Now, this is taking place this coming Sunday at the Cross Insurance Center, correct?
Yes, that's right. This Sunday, the 28th.
And your bridal show is happening, around 3?
Yes, right at 3 o'clock. So the show will be from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tickets are still on sale. You can also get them at the door. And then our show will kind of be the grand finale at the end. And you want to stick around to see it.
Excellent. And this isn't just for brides. I mean, I think the trend has been more so now. You have bridal parties, you have mothers of the brides and parents and even the grooms. There's stuff for them, right?
Oh, yes. We have some gentlemen that will be in the show. We're also going to showcase some formal wear. So any evening gowns, those will be in the show as well, just for some fun pieces.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, there you go. Thank you, Brooke, for taking the time to come in and let us know. This is Brooke Dennis from Grace Bridal and Formal, right in the Bangor area. You can check that out. And she's going to be there at that Love Struck fashion show happening at 3 p.m. The whole entire wedding show going from 11 to 3 at the Cross Insurance Center this Sunday. Thank you, Brooke, for your time. Thanks for risking the fall out there. It's kind of slick.
Oh, my gosh. No problem. Thank you guys so much for having me. And we're looking forward to the show this weekend.
Excellent. All right. We'll be back with more classic rock in just a bit right here on I-95.